Sebastian Vettel could face disqualification from the Hungarian Grand Prix after FIA investigation into fuel levels. Aston Martin's Sebastian Vettel could face disqualification from the Hungarian Grand Prix after being summoned to the stewards for allegedly failing to showcase 1 liter of fuel in his car's tank at the end of the race. The four-time world champion powered on to secure second place in Budapest ahead of a determined Lewis Hamilton as Alpine's Esteban Ocon reigned supreme amid the chaos. All eyes were set on Hamilton, who started on pole, with his main championship rival Max Verstappen lining up third, behind Hamilton's teammate Valtteri Bottas, as the two looked to put the dramatics of Silverstone behind them. However, Verstappen found him tangled in a first-lap tangle again, as Bottas collided with Lando Norris, catapulting the McLaren driver into the side of the Red Bull, bringing out the red flag. Verstappen was able to continue the race, however, Bottas and Norris picked up too much damage and were forced to retire from the race, with the Finn picking up a 5-place grid penalty for the Belgium Grand Prix. After a lengthy red flag period, Hamilton led the field to line up for the restart. However, as all the remaining drivers filtered into the pits to change from intermediates to slicks, the 7-time world champion lined up on the grid, cutting a lonely figure, despite the rain clearing up in Budapest. The Mercedes team then instructed him to return to the pits in a dramatic swing of events. He was then forced to pay the price for their resistance as he fell to 15th place. He came fighting back though, carving his way through the back, encountering an enthralling battle with Fernando Alonso to finish a respectable third behind Vettel and Ocon, and managed to take back control of the championship standings. However, the drama wasn't over after the race, as now the German could lose his second-place finish due to the lack of fuel in his tank. FIA rules state you need 1.0 L, but they could only take 0.3 L from his car. He was then referred to the stewards, and George Russell could also follow after he stopped just after the red flag. It was Vettel's second podium of the year, but he faces the potential threat of being thrown out of the race. The 34-year-old did not participate in the cool-down lap after being told to pull over and stop by Aston Martin during radio discussions. An F1 notice read, "After the race it was checked on car number 5 whether a 1.0-liter sample of fuel could be taken from the car." The notice reads, "It was possible to take only a 0.3-liter sample following the procedures laid out in Article 6.6.4 of the 2021 Formula 1 Technical Regulations. Therefore I am referring this matter to the stewards for their consideration, as this is not in compliance with Article 6.6.2 of the 2021 Formula 1 Technical Regulations."